Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Thank you so much for being here today, and I really hope you receive something valuable from today's reading. Today we are going to be doing a twin flame reading and energy updates. I channel these readings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'm already laughing because right away, before I even had the chance to set some intentions for the reading, the Magician and the Mirror card came out in the upright position. This is one of the two top twin flame cards in this deck, so right away I see this as a sign of confirmation that the energy coming through here is very much related to twin flame connection, but also this card specifically speaks to integration, to the balancing of the inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And so this card coming out upright at the beginning of the reading is so powerful because it symbolizes that something collectively is deeply coming into balance for us as twin flames. So I will be channeling more information on that in a second. I feel that card just really wanted to make its way out here at the beginning, but of course, once again, another card flying out before I had the chance to make all of my introductory statements. Goddess of the Moon reversed. So this can speak to, wow, I just got a wave of chills, and I heard that this card speaks to a divine feminine who temporarily forgot who she was. I feel her guide saying, for just a moment, you forgot how powerful you were, or you gave away your power, but now you're reclaiming it. I feel this being a shifting energy, speaking to a divine feminine who has felt trapped, lost, disempowered, or specifically I hear someone saying like not herself. I'm getting the name Hannah here for someone for some reason, not herself for a long time. I'm also getting someone might have tattoos or long hair that I'm talking about here, but do keep in mind as I channel these specific details in the reading, these details tend to only connect to a few specific people. So really from all of these readings, my main objective is simply to reconnect you with your own intuition, because your intuition is the compass of your life. It is always guiding you, and I hope that something from these readings can confirm something to you that you already know within. But if you would like me to channel more specifically for you and your situation, be sure to subscribe. I'm also getting that the number 39 might be significant for someone that just came up here. But as I was saying, when you do subscribe to this channel, it allows me to pick up more easily on your energy and the energy of your situation, both here in this video, but also as you stay subscribed to this channel, I'm typically able to pick up on your energy more strongly over time. So the words mission and ball came out from the love word scramble. I was just reaching down to grab a card, and of course it's the heart chakra in the upright position. Heart chakra openings leading to an alignment with one's true soul mission is what I hear here. But also, with this word mission coming out, I heard joint mission, twin flame mission. For some reason, I'm getting the words hidden agenda, hidden mission. It's almost as though someone here believes that they are on this individual mission because maybe they have been spending a lot of time alone or by themselves. Specifically, I'm picking up on a feminine who may have been doing this. Again, thinking that she's alone in this mission or in whatever work or passion she's doing. But then there's like this hidden truth, this so-called hidden agenda of her soul that is jointly shared with another soul, which I believe to be her divine masculine counterpart, who, regardless of whether they've met or connected in the physical or whether they are separated, I see them in the energy realm, energetically, emotionally working together on this mission. Again, even if they have the appearance of being separate. envy in the reverse position. Right away when I flipped over this card, I felt that someone feels as though they found everything that they were ever looking for. And I'm getting two different messages for this from different people. One message I'm getting right away is, as I was saying that, the contract card came out in the upright position. Very interesting. The completion of some kind of a contract, a cycle, a phase in life. Finding everything you've been looking for. So I know that sometimes during these readings, I speak in more general terms, and the reason that I do that is actually very intentional, because at certain times I'm guided to communicate that way in these readings because the messages are meant to connect with you intuitively. But I do feel that for many of us collectively, we are at this kind of breaking point moments where an old cycle, an old chapter is being closed out. A page is being turned over. And for many, this has involved both a lot of excitement, but also wrapped up in that excitement for the new phase is a lot of fear and anxious attachment to the phase that we're leaving behind. Now, for the masculines, I feel that for many of them, these are more physically 3D manifested karmic contracts, cycles, relationships, and situations. So I'm picking up right away that for some masculines, this could be a relationship that was very karmic that they're walking away from. This could also apply to some feminines as well. For some reason, I'm getting something about a necklace here. Specifically, it could even be a crystal necklace for someone. And also a mirror, symbolically, someone taking a look in the mirror and not liking what they're seeing, not necessarily having to do necessarily with their physical appearance, but with their life, with themselves, with how they've been living their life. I hear someone saying, I feel like I've been trapped in this limbo phase, almost something they would call a sort of purgatory, not quite being dead, but not quite being alive. It's like I'm breathing, but I'm not fully living. And somehow, okay, I have to say this has a romantic element to it, because I feel that for this person, meeting or connecting consciously in some way with their divine counterpart has caused them to take this look in the mirror, has caused them to say, I, again, have been living with one foot in two places, part of me feeling dead inside or numb to life, and part of me longing to live, longing to be fully alive. There's someone here, they just keep telling me I'm breathing, but I'm not truly fully living. And I feel that for some that I'm channeling here, this could be a masculine energy. Now, do keep in mind, when I speak to the masculine and feminine energy dynamics, this can also be reversed in some situations. And also, I'm not speaking to gender or sexuality. I'm speaking to an energy dynamic here. So take it as it connects. But I do see that for many, this is a masculine energy who, because he was catalyzed in some way by some very powerful and intense, I'm getting like the word encounter. So whether this was a conscious dream encounter, some kind of energetic encounter, or whether it was literally meeting in the physical world, I feel like this has caused a masculine to take a long, hard look in the mirror and to say, I'm finally ready to start fully living. This is such an intense energy, because for some of them, I feel as though they have the feeling that they have never really truly been totally alive. But for some reason, they didn't realize that until they met you, Divine Feminine, is what I'm getting, or until they consciously encountered your energy in some way and you sparked something within them. I just keep hearing someone say, I've never felt this way before. However, as I said from this contract card, I am also getting that this could apply to a feminine here. With envy in reverse, I found everything I'm looking for, or I've been looking for, because I heard that for the feminine as being, I finally realized that everything I've been looking for all along was within myself, because the feeling I'm getting from the Divine Feminine is this sense of finally coming home. And the word green and also the day Sunday came out here. So those words might be relevant for someone. I feel as though there's a feminine here finally coming home to herself. And it's a powerful energy because what I mean by that is I sense that this feminine has been trying to find some sense of belonging in the arms of other people or in a new place or a new job or a situation externally. But especially in a new person. I feel like many feminines I'm channeling here may have sought this sense of external validation from others. With the attachment card upright, it's like I was just so, for some reason I'm hearing clingy. So there could be a divine feminine who in the past has considered herself to be clingy or to act in ways that her ego would judge as desperate in love situations or in life. But this was really all coming from a fear of fully connecting with her own power and inner worth and finding that validation from within. But this is all changing for her. It's like she is finally choosing to validate herself. And this is how the feminine here is opening her heart. Yeah, goddess of the moon in the reverse position coming out here again. We are definitely speaking to a divine feminine here. So I want to just channel a little bit more deeply into this energy. And I want to know what this divine feminine was negatively attached to. Wow, okay. Yin yang in the reverse position. Wow, okay, so right away, I feel so much intense energy coming through. The numbers 1221 just came out right away also, but I feel that I really need to just take a breath here and dig a bit deeper into this because this is the number one twin flame card. And the fact we just asked what this divine feminine could have been negatively attached to in the past leads me to believe that for some listening, the very thing this feminine could have been so attached to, that could have been disconnecting her from some of her true power and worth, ironically could have been some of this terminology and attachment to outcomes or even specific people within her twin flame connection. In her divine counter partnership, there's this feeling of having so much knowledge and information about twin flames and being such an evolved spiritual being that she understands, comprehends all of this information, and it really resonates with her. But that at times her ego may have come into the picture here and could have attached to the concept in a way that led her to give her power away to... This is such a complex energy. Give me a second here to pick up on it. Yeah, victory in the upright position. The message I'm getting here is like behind the scenes, energetically, naturally, magnetically, things are aligning for this divine feminine in regards to her twin flame connection. But the negative attachment comes in here when her ego gets into the picture, gets too involved here, and tries to attach itself to something regarding her twin flame or divine masculine. Let's see what that something is. Blossoming abundance in the upright position. Yeah. Wanting something so badly and then being afraid that it's slipping through her fingers in regards to the twin flame connection, I feel at times has caused this divine feminine to actually disempower herself. I'm hearing there could be some overthinking, some overanalyzing here that keeps her, specifically I'm hearing from someone's guides, it's like when this divine feminine is really being guided to focus on herself, on her inner sense of self-worth and self-mastery, there may be the temptation from the ego to really attach to all of these details around the twin flame connection of how and when it's going to work itself out, overthinking it, overanalyzing it, and she's really being called back to herself. And with walking away reversed, or in the upright position actually, and solar plexus chakra is the reverse card here. I'm really seeing that because of this dynamic of negative attachment, this is precisely why some divine feminines may have been guided to actually step away from their divine masculine counterpart in the physical, or to walk away, if not from that situation, from some person, situation, job, something in their life that, again, they may have had this heavy fixation or focus on because they wanted to push it or chase it into place. And they've really been called to reconnect instead with their own inner power and worth. And for the most part, a lot of this work for the divine feminine is being done on the solar plexus chakra center. So for some, this could even cause strange stomach sensations. Of course, I always say, consult a medical professional first. I am not a medical professional, but if you've explored all medical causes for this, sometimes any kind of strange feelings or discomforts in the abdominal or stomach area can be indicative of some kind of shifting solar plexus chakra energy, which of course is connected with our confidence and sense of self-worth. Yeah, I feel like this divine feminine is really being pushed to come up against a lot of very deeply held fears and insecurities around her own worth and value. And I feel like there is something very 3D manifested about these fears and insecurities, whether it's something to do with her physical appearance, her physical body, her age, her concept of time limitation, her workplace, her financial situation, her career situation, her home life, her environment, whatever it is. I feel like this is calling her to take a look at things that have been causing her to feel low confidence or insecurity about her day-to-day reality, and to find a way to really rebuild that sense of confidence and worth again around these things, beginning from the inside out. And as I was saying, that Magician and the Mirror came out again in the upright position. So many twin flame cards coming out here, speaking to the fact that all of this inner work we've been talking about that the divine feminine is doing is a huge player in what is bringing in this deeper balance, integration, and alignment into this connection. Because essentially what this divine feminine is doing is balancing her own inner divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Rest and rejuvenation in the reverse. So some divine feminines also might be experiencing variances in their sleep patterns, variances in energy levels, even a sense of restlessness or an urgency for some about some of these changes that they're feeling called to make, or things they're being called to look at or change in their day-to-day reality or within themselves, again, to rebuild this sense of confidence and worth. But know that if you're feeling this urgent energy, this restlessness, this is you being pushed divinely by your higher self, by your guides, by the universe, into higher levels of soul expansion. With the World card in the upright position, divine feminine, you are opening up. I literally see a flower that is finally coming into bloom, and that is you. Now, in the extended version of this reading, I will be channeling more information for the divine feminine, specifically divine feminine, if those messages are resonating. In the extended, I will be channeling messages from your higher self, your spirit guides, whatever divine forces you connect with, to give you a bit more guidance on how to move forward, or anything that you may need to know, to hear, or to be aware of at this time. So the link to the extended version of this reading, as always, is in the pinned comments and description box under this video if you are interested in exploring more about that. But for the sake of time here, I do want to go ahead and speak to what is happening within the divine masculine's energy. So by the way, I'm sure many of you have noticed this, but we have had many twin flame cards come out in this reading, which is a very powerful sign of confirmation for some of you who may be wondering, is this person I'm dealing with here a twin flame? I see this as potentially a sign of confirmation for someone. So right away, the two cards to come out here. Wow, okay, so appreciation in the reverse and the crown chakra in the reverse. I feel that many divine masculines are learning a very powerful lesson in their lives. And this lesson is what you do not value or appreciate depreciates, meaning that there is a masculine here learning how to feel, show, and express true gratitude, love, appreciation for the things that he desires to cultivate in his life, to focus on what is truly important. Although I have to tell you, for many of these masculines, I feel that... Sorry, I had to pause there to make sure the recording was still going. But I feel that a lot of these lessons are coming through pain, emotionally especially. Pain through not expressing that appreciation, specifically when it comes to the divine feminine. I see that in some cases, there could have been a divine feminine here who felt really underappreciated. I'm hearing unseen, unloved, unsupported by a masculine energy in their life that may or may not have been their twin flame counterpart. Although I do feel that for many, many divine feminines, they at the very least believed this to be their twin flame. So for some, this could be a false twin flame situation. But regardless, I see the term twin flames being either thought about here by the divine feminine or looked into in this situation. And in some cases, I do see this being a true twin flame connection that simply got severely out of balance. And the way in which it got out of balance was, I feel in this case, and again, only take what connects with you personally, but for these twins I'm channeling, the lack of balance came from a lack of prioritization or true shows of appreciation from a masculine counterpart, while on the other side, a disempowerment from the feminine. So there was kind of this back and forth cycle between these two twins where the masculine here wasn't fully valuing or showing. There's something about showing, exemplifying to the divine feminine that he saw her value or worth. So even if he did see that value and worth and feel that love within, there was that lack of active showing or speaking of that love or appreciation. And again, on the other side of this, I feel there was a divine feminine who, I'm hearing a feminine say, I was feeding off of scraps of love or attention or trying to push something into place here. I'm hearing a feminine say, because I wanted him to be ready. So take it as it resonates. And again, this could be a different form of masculine situation, but for many, I do feel this was also a twin flame. And because of how I keep hearing the word stubborn, so I feel like there could have been a masculine who, again, had this very slow moving kind of energy here, who may have been slow to learn this lesson we've been speaking about. And I feel that on the other side of this, the divine feminine may have been enabling this dynamic because she was so afraid. I'm hearing afraid of losing him, of losing the connection, that she lost herself instead, that she allowed herself to be disempowered because she was willing to betray or abandon herself simply to be closer in the 3D to this person whom she knew in her soul, even if that was keeping her disconnected from her own power. Now, again, this will not resonate in the same way for everyone. But what I'm really seeing with walking away and journey upright, these are very strong movement cards. And this says to me that, deceit in the reverse position, and also envy in the upright position. Wow, okay, so take this as it connects, but I feel that for a divine feminine, there could have been some newfound sense of clarity, some feeling of truth coming out here, whether it was truth about something regarding her divine masculine, the sun card in the upright position, potentially just inner truth. This could have been a divine feminine finally feeling clarity about a new start, a new beginning, a new phase that she wanted to launch in her life. Broken heart in the reverse, a feeling of clarity around needing to finally heal her heart and move forward from something that was disempowering her or causing her pain, not feeling fulfilled, finally realizing that she didn't feel fulfilled, being unappreciated or unseen or unloved. And again, this could be a love situation, a soulmate situation with a masculine for this feminine. This could also be a workplace situation, really anything in her life that was leaving her feeling unfulfilled, that she finally got clarity about and is now beginning to move away from, moving towards this new beginning for the purpose ultimately with the world upright of expansion. But again, it's like there's this divine masculine over here who is still in this kind of stuck, slow moving energy with appreciation reversed and 7th chakra reversed. And now all of these cards coming out for the divine feminine. But I really want to channel into what is going on with this somewhat slow moving masculine energy here. So the city Chicago came out, if that connects with someone. Door to romance reversed. Closed off to love. Here I'm seeing a divine feminine like knocking at the door, pushing at the door. And a divine masculine for a long time just seeming to refuse to open the door. And I see that being symbolic of there being a masculine here who was really refusing to move things forward or refusing to make changes within himself or in his life for a long time that caused frustration on the part of the feminine. The thinking woman reversed. I'm actually going to read a little bit from this thinking woman card from the guidebook here. A difficult time for your own personal growth, feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. Can also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving you some misinformation of some sorts. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember your own spirits and always be your best guide. Yeah, so what I'm getting from the masculine here, again, there's this energy of not going to budge, this very stubborn, slow-moving energy for a long time. And at the same time, that word misleading, misled really stands out to me. I feel like there literally could have been a masculine who, as the guidebook said, may have been confused or misled by some other feminine energy in their life. Or if not a feminine, this could be a friend group, a person in their life who may have projected or created some kind of confusion or interference within this twin flame connection, causing them to disconnect from their own inner guidance is what I'm getting. With Blossoming Abundance upright, I see this masculine really sitting in this state of, I wanted to say almost wallowing in like a sense of sadness or depression as he realizes things that are slipping through his fingertips, and yet at the same time feeling stuck as to how to change those things or really what to do about them. But really what all of this is pushing this masculine towards is realignment with that truest, highest soul's path through all of the confusion, through all of the pain and the sense of disconnects in his life, the sense of unfulfillment, envy again coming out in the upright position, wanting what he can't have is what I'm getting. And whether this masculine is speaking this or not, I do have to say, if this is a separation situation, so if you are a feminine listening and you and your masculine are in separation, I feel this masculine saying, it's like, I want you, divine feminine, and I feel you slipping through my fingers, and at the same time I'm sitting in this stuck energy, not really sure what to do about it, realizing that I've been undervaluing you or not truly expressing my appreciation for you. I'm learning that lesson, but I've been very slow learning that lesson, and all of this is working to realign me with my highest soul's path. This is kind of funny, but adjacent possibilities in the middle position. I'm getting that there could have been a frustration because it felt to a feminine at times as though there was a masculine exploring other options or dating or being with other people, romantically speaking. And this could have caused a lot of pain, heartbreak, and frustration for the feminine. But the thing is, I see this masculine hostilities reverse, like coming to peace within himself, total knowing that there is no other option or possibility besides you, Divine Feminine. It's like whether he's consciously ready to speak this or to consciously realize this or not, his heart, his soul, his intuition knows that there is no other possibility besides this, besides you, Feminine. That he's never going to meet anyone like you, that he's never going to have any connection like the one you share together. Yeah, the word certain came out. So it's like he now in his soul has 100% certainty about this. And yet I feel for some there could be this slow moving energy leading to at times a conscious attempt to deny or repress this truly undeniable inner knowing here. So I do want to reshuffle the cards here, and in the extended version of this reading, I know we started to touch on how this Divine Masculine is thinking, feeling, what he wants to say at the higher self level to the Divine Feminine, but also in real time, what he is feeling, thinking, experiencing. And so we will be channeling more information on that in the extended reading, which is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. So for now, I am going to pull one final card from the Rumi Oracle deck. So what is one final message for twin flames listening to this reading? Wow, Sacred Convergence, the number 11 card. And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this, in the middle of the circle, is what I am longing for. Rumi, how I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves, to be mere reflections of the one great and true love, is here for you now. It is I who has sought you through the stirrings of your own hearts. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all-encompassing. Behind every yearning, always, I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may become so filled with passionate devotion that I hold for you, the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, that your mind will fall away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silence, unending bliss. Come to me. We are to be one now in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. So I really hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you received some message here that connected with you in a meaningful way or confirmed something to you from within. If you are connecting with this reading, the link to the extended reading where we will be channeling those higher self spirit guide messages for the Divine Feminine, more information about what the masculine is consciously thinking and feeling in real time, as well as love messages from both the feminine and masculine to one another. All of that will be in the extended reading linked below. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.